be an IEBC chairperson, or if that person becomes the IEBC chairperson, they usually face intense scrutiny. And you can see the questions are coming because all these responses you have given, or all the questions that would have been asked, would not have been asked if during your introduction, when you talked about your tenure in the judiciary, if you had come up openly and said that I left the judiciary in this manner. Because the only thing you talked about and repeated was the reforms you brought, all that. But when it comes to where there was some cloud, you remained silent. Yet IEBC is an institution that has low trust, as you told us. And therefore, with all these questions that have come, and with all the clarifications that you have had to make, as you sit there as Kakai Kissinger, if the panelists are having questions, you can rest assured Kenyans are also having questions. Look at them and tell them why, despite all those clouds on integrity, they still should trust you to be the IEBC chairman.
Thank you very much. My integrity is unquestionable. My integrity is unquestionable. I have worked in public service, and I worked in that judiciary. I left that judiciary with my understanding that I was a victim, with my understanding that you can be in a place of work and something hits you without knowing where that thing came from. Not all public officers, ladies and gentlemen, not all public officers who are dragged and taken to court are guilty of what they're accused of. Remember, I was a deputy. Remember, I was doing my functions to the best of my ability. If I knew by any insights or any reason that I have a questionable integrity question, then I wouldn't have applied. I applied knowing very well, with clarity of mind, that I'll walk the path of truth. That I'll come here, I knew I was coming, I applied. I'll come here and tell the panel what transpired. I liked what Chairman said when we began this conversation, and he said, this is a conversation. And indeed, it has turned out to be a conversation, and it's part of the conversation. Kenyans should never, never, never accuse or hear something has happened to somebody and think that that person is associated with that thing. It's called the pitfalls of public service. So my integrity is unquestionable, and even before the eyes of God.
Thank you. In your previous leadership roles, and there are many, can you tell the panel the 3 challenges that you overcame and that will be relevant to your role as chairperson of the IEBC, and how you navigated and solved those challenges? Don't have to be 3. If it is only 1, also you can just tell us 1.
One of the biggest challenges